Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Super Metroid Let's Play here on the Heavy Mystics channel. Today we are going deep into Norfair, explore the confines and then go into other places too. And of course we are pretty much almost there, so now with our power bombs we can go down this chamber here, but there is another. You can go head straight towards the left. In order to do so, there's a lot of enemies here. They'll give us health and extra power bombs and lots of extra stuff as well. Certain enemies give us certain charms and what. Now, before we move on to the left, I'm going to be showing you something that is going to be very common in this game. The ever known as Shine Spark. Build up a charge, press down, and then press the button and you go like this. Zoom! Bitches. And then you pick up the missile pack, which is hidden right there. Otherwise, you would have just used the enemies to, well, do things. So, now that we completed that one, we just go free falling all the way to the bottom of the chamber. Now we just complete this one, head towards there. There's a lot of things. This game is very, very loud, and it's the reason why it's one of the best atmospheric games I've ever played. I'm currently playing for this stuff. So anyway, speed boost for all that, you get to this midpoint. We're going to be facing a mini-boss soon, so we're going to need to save. And saving is very important in this game because this boss is tricky or not, depending on your level of beginnership. So now that we completed the saving, let's go back outside. As you can see here, because we got a boss to face. It's an easy mini-boss, but it's also a very infamous one. Infamous because this is the only game it's appeared in, and its demise is also talked about. Today we're facing the mini-boss known as Crocomire. Crocomire is the mid-boss of Norfair. This grotesque-looking beast with 4 eyes is possibly one of the hardest bosses if you're a beginner. The only way to defeat Crocomire is to push him back, as you see here. All you can do is use the weapons, but I'm using charge shots here. It's a lot effective and easier and allows me to hit Crocomire and send him packing. But if you don't, he will come forward, allowing you to repeat. But unfortunately, if you hit the spike, he's going to kill you, because his entire mass is huge. So push him back to these blocks here, as well as other things. Back even further. Yeah, see, he pushes forward every time you don't hit him. So now there we go. That's the end of Crocomire. And this bit, I believe, is not safe for work. You see, Crocomire's flesh is dissolving instantly. That is what we call creepy, disturbing, and completely fucking wrong. But it's not over, because now you've got to follow the bubbles all the way left, because it's the only way you're going to get to the next part. So, and he's still around. Crap, he's an undead Crocomire, which is going to prove a problem if we ever got the means to do so. Yeah, but don't worry though. Just as how fast Crocomire snaps through the wall, he kinda dissolves into a pile of skeleton jacks. Right, that's gonna be all for this one. But the problem is though, you're dealing with pure acid. Acid is very powerful. It eats through the Varia Suit real fast and it does more damage. It's a lot more damaging than lava, and it's more effective. And it used to be the main critical obstacle of Kraid in the original Metroid, but they must have moved the acid to the lower levels. Now in this lower level of Norfair, this is one place dedicated to it, and we have to pick it up because it takes a lot of items, as you're probably going to find out. Now, this place is an interesting one because it actually has a few secrets of its own, and we're not going to come back here again after this, so get used to it. We got more acid here. See, acid does a lot of damage. I mean, you could basically come back here when you got an upgrade to the suit, but you got the Varia Suit, you got the top upgrade of the frickin' Metroid saga. I mean, what is more stronger than the Varia Suit? Well, you'll find out because there's a stronger suit, But we'll be getting that in a few parts' time. That's basically a little bit later, which we're not fully done yet. So that's the end of that. Let's get some health back from the 5 enemies here, which we do. By the way, we have 75 missiles, so epic missile time. That caught the throat, and that was embarrassing. Right, head to the bottom of the chamber here. As you could probably tell. Right, this is a very difficult room to get used to, because this is where it houses another important item that goes on your immediate visory. See where all the weapons are? You picked up the main weapons, the ones we've been using. We're picking up the first useful miscellaneous item, which has become a staple of the series. It appeared in Metroid Prime. After this game, obviously. I think it appeared in... I'm not sure if it appeared in freaking Metroid Fusion. I would remember if it was. I know they brought back a few items, and trust me, they brought back quite a few of those. So, let's go back to the platforms here. Climb up to this one part here. Moving straight on. Get the charge going, but instead of Shine Spark, we're going to use the boost to jump over that and go for this door here. Now, the reward for both taking that on is the Grappling Beam. The Grappling Beam is the most important miscellaneous item in the game that's on armor or a weapon, because it allows us to cross platforms, or enemies that are designated platforms. It is, so let's take a peek. Now, in order to use it against these enemies, this is one of the trickiest and most difficult missile packs to get. I mean, this took a bitch to do, so what you're supposed to do is use the grappling hook against these enemies, because they can actually be electrically charged. So sometimes you can get them like that, or just like I'm doing here. I'm being very cautious now, using the energy there. We get a hidden missile pack here that takes our missile counter to 80 missiles. That would be a good chunk. 14, 28, 42, 66. That's about 14 missile packs now in our possession, and we have lots of enemies. Back to this again. Now that we've completed the reason why we're down in this part of Norfair is to get that item, I think it's time to move on to other areas, if you know what I mean. So, let's climb up the chamber and get out of here. As you can see, those holes in the ceiling, they're grapple points. We're going to be using those. Now we're facing another tricky obstacle, and a very dangerous one at that. Water. Water, as you know, impedes movements. It also is a bitch. Trust me, it's a bitch. And like, you're a bitch. So, use the wrong place to use it, but use the Grapple Beam. You could jump high as you can, and then use the Grapple Beam, allowing you to go instantly hit the grapple point, and basically you can just climb up to here. I think the real reason we're here is to get the Grappling Beam. But kind of more importantly here, folks, we are here to crucially pick up another, well, not exactly say pick up a crucial item, but we are pretty much getting closer to another powerful item that I think the game will tell you, yes, I want this so badly. By the way, don't do a wall jump in water. You'll bounce off the walls. And you're not on a sugar high either. Yeah, these dangerous enemies, they do a lot of damage. But you could freeze them. See, you lose 30 health. That is not a good thing. That's a very bad thing. So let's finish the chamber, because by the way, we are done with, as soon as we cross that, now we use a super missile to activate the gate. We are done with the lower left part of Norfair. We're never going back there again because we cleaned up everything. Now all we can just do is go up to the top left of the chamber. There's a blue mark here we're going to be heading towards. See? We're just borrowing the map for the moment, so let's take a peek. Right. Ignore the enemies. Use the Grapple Beam on this enemy. That is what it was designed for. Apart from being an effective lift. Use 5 missiles to take down the pink door. And then you pick up another item. More power bombs! Yes! More... It's boom time! I think that is all the items that we're gonna... No, wait, there's one more item that we get. And we can do it epically as well. Let's see if I can actually do it. It's gonna be interesting if I can do it. And that's gonna be all. Let's get going because it's gonna be very difficult if I don't get this right. Yeah, the acid takes your health down really, really quickly. It'll probably like eat through your suit. So using that one, can we do it? I jumped too soon, but still, another energy tank. Now, if I actually jumped across that, that would have been the most epic jump I'd ever seen. And then we just use what you're normally supposed to do, and that's grapple your way across. I mean, who grapples their way over? I rather just hit people. Climb up here. Right, we got a lot more to explore in this part of Norfair, but unfortunately, I reckon we're gonna have to end it off here. I know it kind of sucks, but trust me. It gets better with time and a lot better in age. So, in the next part of Super Metroid here on the Heavy Mix channel, we'll explore more of Norfair. See you later, guys.